In the heart of ancient Jerusalem, a divine frustration hung heavy, as recorded by the prophet Ezekiel. God looked upon the people whose spiritual foundations were crumbling. He saw leaders focused on greed, priests profaning the sacred, and officials shedding innocent blood, a city rotten from within. Then the narrative focuses on a desperate search. God declared, "I looked for someone among them who would build up the wall and stand before me in the breach on behalf of the land, so that I would not have to destroy it. But I found no one." Imagine the scene. The city's defenses, its moral and spiritual wall, had been knocked down by sin. A breach was open, and through it God's righteous judgment was poised to enter. He wasn't looking for a warrior to fight him, but for an intercessor, a righteous soul, a saint, who would stand between the hammer of justice and the vulnerable people. Someone to embody the virtue, the prayer, and the faithful action that could tip the scales back toward mercy. Because no such person was found, no one willing to make reparation, to pray fervently for the city's conversion, or to live a life that witnessed to God's law, the inevitable happened. So I poured out my wrath on them and consumed them with the fire of my indignation. I brought down on their own heads all they had done, says the Lord God. For us today, in the Catholic tradition, this passage is a poignant call to understand the power of our personal holiness and intercession. The wall and the breach are not just historical stones. They are the defenses against the moral decay in our homes, communities, and the world. We are called to be that person God sought. Through the grace of Christ, the true high priest who stood in the ultimate breach for us, we are empowered to become his agents of repair. To build up the wall is to live a life of virtue, uphold the truth of the gospel, and be a faithful witness. To stand in the breach is to practice reparation for sins committed by others, offer our prayers and sacrifices for the conversion of sinners, and engage in the corporal and spiritual works of mercy. This chapter does not end with a curse, but with a question that echoes through time. Will you be the one? The power of the world to resist God's grace diminishes with every soul unwilling to intercede. The hope of the world rests on those who, through quiet prayer and heroic charity, are willing to be the spiritual shield for others, thus bringing forth God's mercy where his justice is due.